Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. As the playoffs draw closer, here's what the East looks like. Taking a look at Detroit, they'd be watching from home if the playoffs... started today. They're hoping to make a final push.
Well, I think for the Pistons, they had some lofty goals to start the year, but they may not have the roster to hang with the league's elite teams.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Derek White out there with Jalen Suggs. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's the monster in at the center position. And for the Kings, Andre Drummond is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's James Harden. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at the 2. Leonard off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Outside Anunoby. Outside Harden. Drummond passes to Harden. Clock at 6. Stolen. Crafty move. It's tipped. They retain possession. Leonard looking over the floor. Oh, a big-time jam. Slams it right over Gordon.
Yeah, the level of creativity Leonard has is just special. He's capable of some really memorable throwdowns.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
These teams were similar last year, both in how they treated this head-to-head matchup and where they finished in the standings.
Well, in terms of where they sit in the league, these teams are both in the middle of the pack, but both are looking to take the next step.
Now here's Suggs, trying to make up for his poor performance in that loss to the Lakers. Down the stretch we come in the NBA season, Grant. What are the contenders honed in on?
Well, B.A., the biggest priority is to have everyone healthy. Without a full deck of cards, it's very tough to win a title. And, of course, maintaining positive momentum wouldn't hurt either.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Suggs.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. The rebound by Detroit.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Now here's Harden. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Stolen by Vanderbilt. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. And it's tied up with that one. And, Coach, the Kings know they need to get better defensively. But do they have the personnel is the question.
Well, so much of defense is about your commitment to making multiple efforts, in particular, contesting three-point shooters, an area they've struggled in tremendously. If you're starting to fix something, start there.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Let's look back over the last 10 games now. See which teams were topping the charts in three-point shooting. Fifth best, the Pistons.
Number one, you have to have good shooters. Number two, you have to take good shots. This team is both talented and disciplined.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul. Vanderbilt against Gordon. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Drills it from deep.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And it's Leonard with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. They trail by 3. Outside Vanderbilt. Here's the monster. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Detroit shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. You know, Stan, basketball isn't the only passion San Jose native Aaron Gordon has.
Yeah, B.A., I heard he's very technology-oriented, which we're not. He's a self-proclaimed computer nerd and loves everything about technology. We could use his help. He's skilled in more fields than just basketball.
Harden scanning the floor. Gordon with a screen on Suggs. Harden against Suggs. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Jalen Suggs.
Such a versatile guard. James Harden is a triple-double threat every single night.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at.
Harden hits them both.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
Anunoby against Leonard. Driving inside. White for 3. Yes! And it's Leonard with the assist that time.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Doug Christie and I were able to chat. We talked about Kawhi Leonard and how much his experience plays a role. He mentioned when you have a guy like Kawhi, you can take one aspect of his game, but he's so skilled and experienced that he will find another way to beat you. They've got their hands full with the vet. Brian, back to you.
Allie, thank you. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game.
Yeah, pesky on the ball. Suggs not giving up much ground.
Leonard passes to White. And here's Vanderbilt. Here's Leonard. And again, it's Detroit converting. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
Now here's Leonard. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. The monster misses. Down low. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Leonard outside. Pass to White. Five on the clock. Back to Leonard. From behind the arc. Drummond grabs the miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Harden with it. Now Vanderbilt defending. Harden can't hit.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
And a special report coming in from Shams Charania, who has news out of Memphis. Shams, what's the latest on the Grizzlies?
Thanks, Brian. They've landed Jalen Williams, and obviously with his versatility, J-Dub should be able to fit on any team. He's a two-way terror, the 7'2" wingspan, and what that represents with his ability to switch defensively is very, very impactful. This move is as close to a plug-and-play type of scenario as you'll see.
Always great to hear from you, Shams. Thanks so much. Sacramento with some changes. Reed's checked in for Drummond. Hauser comes in for Anunoby. And it's Carrington in for James Harden. Bamba's checked in for Detroit. Hart comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Reed with it. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Sacramento again missing.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Hart passes to the monster. To the middle. Stolen by Reed. 4-3. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento. Left side Hart. Pass to White. And he drives in. Suggs outside. From downtown. Drains the triple. And the Pistons lead by 6.
Well, it's great to see Suggs become more and more confident as a jump shooter.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And a foul called on Jalen Suggs. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Wow, that's a tough foul to take there. That gives him 2 early on, and the coach might have to cut his minutes a bit.
And Sacramento making a change here. Robinson Earls checked in. Reed passes to Hauser. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, that's a smart pass by Reed. Very unselfish. It's still hard to believe this guy wasn't drafted.
Now here's Hart. Yet to see a basket. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Back to Hart. It's tipped. Adams, the pass to Hart. Excellent D there from Hauser.
It's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Back to Carrington. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba. They recover it. Robinson Earl with the bucket.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
And here's Mitchell. The 3. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Hey, that's a fantastic last-second read. Passing out of his shot.
Now here's Carrington. Averaging around 6 a game. Up top, Reed. The rebound by Bamba.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Mitchell up top. Back to Hart. To the paint. Here's Adams. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Now it's a 6-point Pistons lead.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Pass to Robinson Earl. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Outside Carrington. The 3 is up. The rebound by Detroit. Here's Hart. No points yet. Misses from short range. Inside. Here's Robinson Earl. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Now here's Hart. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Now here's Mitchell, covered by Carrington. Puts up a deep 3. Mitchell misses.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Outside Carrington. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Now here's Hauser. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's covered by Hart. Mr. Fundamental shot is good.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Now Mitchell. Back come the Kings in transition. Here's Carrington. And that misses. That would have put him up. Detroit has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Pass to Mitchell. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Off target from 3-point range. The Pistons lead by 4. On the wing, Mitchell. Covered by Carrington. Adams with the ball. Pass to Bamba. Beyond the arc. The shot that time not on target. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Detroit on top, leading by 4. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, looking at what we've seen from the Pistons, what do you think?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second. We got Derek White, Jalen Wells out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Suggs, and it's the Monster in at the center position. Here's the Monster, following the score by Sacramento, stolen by Reed. Pass to Harden. Fires from deep. Reed can't hit.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards. fighting hard for every miss.
Stan, you look at Nas Reed, he gives you some size, but he is a dangerous scorer, especially from the perimeter.
Absolutely, B.A. And also, Reed is one of the most entertaining players to watch. So many deflections, blocks, dunks, hits threes. He does it all.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. Before getting injured last season, Stan, Jalen Suggs was looking better than ever.
Yeah, he improved across essentially all stat categories. He was showing loads of improvement, B.A., making that knee injury extra heartbreaking.
Vanderbilt's checked in for the Pistons. Suggs hits them both. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lot of threat at the rim.
He was practically levitating over the floor. Aaron Gordon.
Suggs against Harden. Pass to Leonard. Chalk up 2 there, and it's 6 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And here's Reed. Gordon, the pass to O'Neal. Back to Gordon. Stolen by Vanderbilt. Right side, White. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Nas Reed.
Well, look, if you're trying to slow down White, you first have to match his activity level.
For 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one's off.
Well, White is such a well-rounded player. He can run the offense, act as an off-ball threat, he sets screens, and he's an all-defensive team level player. He checks a lot of boxes.
And he's good on the second.
We'll talk about a guy who gives you exceptional effort. Derek White is always watching the floor for gaps he can fill, places he can make a difference in the game.
Now here's Carrington. He's scoreless. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Carrington. And here's Gordon from the arc. The Monster grabs the miss. The Monsters got rebound number 8 now. Here's White. White coming through.
I like that from White. Attack in the heart of that defense.
Suggs against Harden. Pass to Carrington. Lets it go from deep. And another miss by Sacramento.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. Here's Leonard.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort today.
Gordon, the pass to O'Neal. Sacramento passing it around. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by White. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does his team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Back over to you guys.
An impact player. Thank you, Allie. making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. Let's take a look at the best defenses in the league over the last 10 games. Fourth, the Pistons.
Well, their defense over the last 10 games has been exceptional. They're really getting after it and communicating well on that end of the floor.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to O'Neal. Screen by O'Neal. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer, Harden. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Stolen by Anunoby. Harden against Suggs. Pass to Carrington. They need this. Kicks it out to Anunoby. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento. Detroit leading by 9. Leonard outside. Now Vanderbilt. Here's the monster. Covered by Carrington. Here's the monster. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Kings have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Spins. Three-pointer, Harden. The rebound by Detroit. The Monsters got 11 rebounds in the game.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
Now here's Leonard. Tight defense on him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He shoots. And again, the Pistons missing. Kings trail by 9. And here's Harden. 5 points in the game. Outside Carrington. Pass to O'Neal from outside the arc. Detroit with a rebound. They're off to battle the Trailblazers after this one, as they'll be playing at Moda Center. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. White with a screen on Harden. Right wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's the monster, and they force the shot clock violation. Great indeed. And a quick look at how the Sacramento Kings schedule is shaping up. On Monday, they'll go up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up with LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Andre Drummond is checked in for O'Neal. Josh Hart's checked in for the Pistons. Harden, the pass to Drummond. Gordon on the wing. Sacramento passing it around. Pass to Harden, and stolen by Suggs. Hard against Anunoby. Outside Vanderbilt. Gordon with a steal. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Harden misses.
And they've committed to controlling the boards, and it's paying dividends.
Vanderbilt with a screen. The 3 from Suggs. Nails it from beyond the arc. Suggs has got 8 points.
Yeah, good decision-making out of the 2-man game. Suggs calls his own number.
They set the pick. Here's Carrington. And another miss by Sacramento.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run. Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Here's Harden following the 3-pointer by Detroit to win the drought. Offensive rebound.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
And the bucket is good. He's got 13.
Well, this is shaping up to be a special night for him. Started out well and is only turning it up here in quarter 2.
Now here's Gordon to the inside. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, Aaron Gordon able to use all his athleticism on that.
Outside White. Hard passes to Vanderbilt. 3-pointer, no good. Kings trail by 15. On the wing, Harden. He's guarded by White. Drummond to screen on Suggs. From deep, he buries it from 3. Carrington's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside White. Down low, the monster. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Taking 2 shots. Detroit calls timeout. All right, fans. Now it's time to get loud right now for your Sacramento Kings elite team. It's your Sacramento Kings elite team.
Bamba's checked in for Vanderbilt. Wells comes in for White. And Mitchell subbed in for Suggs.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. Second free throw, no good. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Graham.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
5 to shoot. Robinson Earl with the bucket.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the 3 ball.
Outside Mitchell. And miss after miss right now. Kings trail by 9. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Cleared away by Wells. Detroit has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Back to Mitchell. Here's the pick. There's the triple. Gordon pulls it in. The Kings shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Outside Carrington. 3-pointer. The Pistons clear it. Bamba's got 4 rebounds now. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. 17 points was their biggest margin. To the paint. Here's Wells. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel. Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Connects from downtown. Wells has got 7 points in the game.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Now Hauser. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. They set the screen. 3-pointer. Hart pulls it in.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy. And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Carrington. Gordon, left side. That one's off. Still out of sync.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Wells, the pass to Mitchell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mitchell's gotten his third basket of the night.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's covered by Wells. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. The 15-footer. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Derek White getting it done for Detroit. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
We're in the home stretch. I don't know if I call these guys rookies now.
Yeah, and we have some pressure-filled games coming up. In addition to everything else, we'll see who has that clutch gene. And now let's talk about Derek White. Huge production tonight, and we're only halfway through this one.
I'll tell you, he doesn't miss many. He can be aggressive and play within himself at the same time. Heck of a first half.
Shaq-like percentages for sure. Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. How about Derek White really making a difference here?
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
The Pistons lead by 18. They've got Aaron Gordon. Also, Andre Drummond out there. OG Anunoby out there with James Harden. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at the shooting guard position. That's Doug Christie's 5 as we get into the second half.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
Detroit has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. And he goes in for the dunk.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfectly.
Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. And an Obi for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. The Monsters. White, the pass to Suggs. Can't connect from short range. Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside here. Gets it down!
Showing some power.
My goodness, Aaron Gordon putting on a show.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Pass to the Monster, to the wing on the left. Detroit moving the ball around. And Suggs the bucket on the assist by Vanderbilt. Suggs has got 11 points.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Looking to get it going. And Harden lays it up and in.
I love it. When Harden shoots, he commits. A little contact isn't going to upset his mechanics.
Pass to Leonard. And Leonard with the strong finish.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. To the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Leonard. Suggs outside. Just 5 to shoot. White on the wing. Fires the 3. And James Harden pulls it down. Harden's got 4 rebounds in the game. Gordon outside. Harden with a screen on Vanderbilt. Back to Harden. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Just an all-star level talent. I mean, stopping Harden from scoring is almost an impossible task at times.
Sacramento shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Naz Reid's checked in for the Kings. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Adams is checked in.
And one of the most prolific offensive players of his era, James Harden. The Beards led the league in assists and scoring, and very few guys can say that.
No problems knocking that one down. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. Let's have a look at the point guards with the highest shooting percentage over the past 10 games. Jalen Suggs is second.
It's really simple. As a point guard, it's your job to create good shots for others. These guys also are great at creating shots for themselves.
Well, it's often the big guys who have the highest field goal percentages. To get that kind of efficiency from your point guard is something special.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Now here's Suggs. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Harden against White. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over Anunoby. Misses off the right iron. The Kings have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this 3rd quarter. Sacramento passing it around. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Mr. Fundamentals has got 10.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, technology is key for NBA growth. Commissioner Silver said we can now see where we lose viewers. For example, stoppages for replays. One way around that is creating technology that can instantaneously make objective calls like out of bounds, and in doing so, create a better pace to the game. Back to you, BA.
All right, Allie, thanks for the report. And it's Detroit with the ball. Following that last 3-pointer by Sacramento. Great open look there. White's got 6 in the quarter.
Sometimes you just know it's coming. White couldn't wait to let that one fly. Respond to the 3 on the other end.
Now here's Harden. He's got 13. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Suggs has got the ball here for Detroit. Here's Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Reid finds Anunoby. Out to the wing. White with the steal. Inside. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for. Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Vanderbilt, the pass to Suggs. Now here's White. Adams. It's good on the putback.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Harden with a screen on White. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's guarded by White and out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. And let's look at the Western Conference standings as the playoffs approach. You look at the Kings, a really frustrating season for them. They're looking forward to the draft.
Well, I think for Sacramento, just a really tough start to the season for them. Now, they're going to have a lot of catching up to do down the road.
Yeah, but the good news is they are a team that can do that work. It's just a question of solving these early problems.
Robinson Earls checked in for Anunoby. Detroit calls timeout.
Let's go, everybody. Make some noise for your Sacramento Kings Warriors.
He's checked in for James Harden. Detroit also making some changes. Bamba's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Hart comes in for White. And Mitchell subbed in for Suggs. To the paint. Here's Adams. Oh, and Reed with a block.
Outstanding defense by Reed there. He understands the importance of protecting the basket.
Hard with it. O'Neal covers. Outside for Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. Lets a floater go. And the shot's good. Mitchell's got 8. For Sacramento, they've gone 6 for 9 in the half. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Here's Robinson Earl, covered by Bamba. Here's Carrington. The rebound by Bamba. Bamba's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now here's Mitchell, covered by Carrington. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Now here's Carrington. Over Mitchell. Shot's good by Carrington. Carrington's got his second basket of the game. Detroit has gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6 to the middle. It's picked off. To the inside. He can't hit that time. Good D by Wells. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort. Now
here's Mitchell. Give him 8. All sorts of time. O'Neal pulls it in. For Sacramento, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Pass to Carrington. The three is up. The rebound by Detroit. Hart's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, and after making just 1 triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. No good from outside. Pass to Wells. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Wells has got 9 points. Here's Carrington. He's got 5. Outside Reed. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. He stops. He pops. And it's Mitchell. The miss. And the Kings shooting well here in the third, hitting 50% of their shots. Here's Robinson Earl, covered by Bamba. Pass to Reed.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Over Adams. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. Now here's Wells, covered by Carrington. Wells, the pass to Adams. On the wing, Mitchell. Give him 8. He shoots it. And it's Adams missing.
Good O, better D. Sometimes it works out that way.
Pass to Carrington. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Check by Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Reed in the post. Adams covering. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. Outside Wells. Pass to Mitchell. Tries to break his ice. Here's Hart. Again, the miss by the Pistons. The Kings have gotten 7 of 16 shots to go so far in the third quarter. And here's Mitchell. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss. Detroit has gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6.
Moving the ball for the highest percentage look.
And Sacramento shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. Outside Carrington. Reed to screen on Mitchell. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Good D by Wells. And so it's the Detroit Pistons holding a massive 34-point lead to end the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. Back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Kevin Love out there with Malawai. Then there's Josh Richardson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Tate in a small forward.
Unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Stan, I have to ask, how important is it to have a big man in today's NBA?
That is a great question, B.A. And look, things have really changed. We went from big, strong guys in the league and centered our game around those guys to then people wanted to play small ball and be more skilled. But now what everybody's figured out is We can get that same skill from bigger guys, and bigger and better is better than smaller and better.
Now here's Morris. Fires for three. Rebounded by Malowich. Richardson against Morris. Pass to Tate. Down low. Here's Love. Hauled in by the Kings.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Morris outside. Takes a three. Kennard with the rebound. The Pistons shooting 52% from the floor so far. Richardson, no good. Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Morris. And another miss by Sacramento.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Now here's Richardson. Back to Kennard. Morris outside. To the inside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
The Pistons have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. And here are the Pistons. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Outside Richardson. Pass to Love. 5 on the clock. To stop the drought. Kennard can't get it to go. The Kings have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Now Morris. And Monte Morris is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. One thing you hear coaches like Steve Kerr say, let's not gift foul calls that you'd never tolerate in a pickup game. You agree?
I absolutely agree, B.A., and I think Steve Kerr has gotten that across to the league and the way guys officiate now, and I think that's good. Let's call fouls when a guy's trying to score or trying to make an offensive play and we actually foul him. Let's not reward guys when their only objective is to try to get fouled jumping into people.
Get loud once again for your Kings Youth Dance Team, everyone.
Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Outside Richardson to get back on track. Pure from three-point range. Richardson's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Back to Morris. And there's the drive. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Morris against Richardson to the middle. Nice shot by Kennard. Kennard's gotten his first basket of the night.
At this kind of range, it might almost be too easy for Kennard.
Richardson against Morris. No good with the triple. Detroit has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Outside Love. And here we go, Sacramento on the fast break.
And that was a case of great anticipation skills on defense, sparking the transition game.
Well, as a coach, you're always telling your guys to play hard. That's what we need.
Kennard finds Richardson. Love a screen on Morris. Kennard against Reeves. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Robinson Earl. They set a pick. Plenty of space. The Pistons clear it. Tate with it. Here's Malawach. Kennard for 3. Not going to go that time.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Morris deciding where to go with it. Here's Hauser. Off target with the 3. The Pistons have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the 4th. Not great. Outside Tate. Richardson with a screen on Reeves. And here's Tate outside. Hauser grabs the board. Sacramento has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the 4th. 0 for 4. Morris outside. There's a screen by Robinson Earl. The 3 ball. Morris can't hit.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
And here's Morris. He'll bring it up for the Kings. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th. And there's a pick. Again, the miss by the Kings.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Richardson finds Kennard. Detroit moving the ball around. There's a screen by Love. And Kennard with the 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And the Pistons going with a whole new group out there. For Detroit, they've gone 4 for 10 in the 4th. Outside Hart. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, B.A., some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
And so here's Sacramento, following the score by Detroit. Pass to Carrington. They can't stop the run with that one. The Pistons have gone 5 of 11 so far in the 4th. And here's Adams. Reed defending. Adams, the pass to Mitchell. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
James Harden picks one up.
At the line for the Pistons, Mitchell, 2 shots.
That free throw is good from Mitchell. Both shots good from the strike. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
Well, you know, B.A., winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Hits the trifecta.
Yeah, just a smart call by Harden. Using the pick to shake off the defense and get himself a look.
Wells, the pass to Mitchell. Here's the three. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Reed's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Jacks up a 3. Harden can't hit. The Pistons shooting around 42% as we continue play in the fourth quarter. Harden against Mitchell. The deep 3. Rebound by Sacramento. Reed's got 9 rebounds now. Harden against Mitchell. Now here's Harden. He's covered closely. With the floater. Cleared away by Wells. Outside Mitchell. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Carrington. Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
Pass to Mitchell. Harden with a screen on Harden. Here's Mitchell, and Mitchell with the slam.
He was gripping the rock on the weight of the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. Harden, the pass to Reed. Outside Carrington. Puts up a 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Pistons.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column. And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for Derek White.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Reed can't hit.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Now here's Mitchell. Let's go with a 3. Again, the miss by Mitchell.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Yeah, that's like a quarterback leading his receiver. Put it right on him.
Harden against Mitchell. So we see the Pistons taking the W here. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory. They controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Kawhi, you're a lead at both ends of the court. How tough is it to carry the scoring load and have such a responsibility defensively?
It's very difficult. Your mind's on the whole game, 48 minutes. But, my teammates get me in the groove, give me the energy to keep fighting throughout the whole 48 minutes.
You can never take a break mentally or physically to be great on both ends, and that's something you've worked so hard for. Congrats on the win tonight.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Derek White.